Those of you who don't know, the book is based on the quotes I do all the time, the hashtag 10-second advice. And it's all based upon the idea of when you box and you get knocked out, you have 10 seconds to decide to get up and fight or to take the loss and sit there and, whatever. So we're going with the positive aspect. And it's going to be a series right now. So far, 3 volumes is what we're looking at. So the first one is about unpacking yourself and working with yourself. And so I'm going to share you the first picture. You guys can see that. It's a bunch of butterflies on this beautiful woman's face. And the first one is called Know, Love, and Accept Who You Are. That one has a song. Everyone's going to have a song. And this one happens to be a friendly reminder. So it starts with We Begin. This is a very profound and very easy concept. Every day you make a choice to know yourself. I mean, really know yourself. It sounds so basic, and yet we struggle. We struggle with the ideas that we have lived with our entire life that make up who we are. Projections from other people, ideals, and standards that we have gotten from other people or our environments. Personas that are built from religions and belief systems. And yet, are they you? Take a few moments and really reflect upon the first word, no. Below, make a list of what that word means to you and what comes first to mind. Love, the second component, probably the most difficult. What is love? It's a perception. It isn't real. It's an illusion. Yet it holds so much space in heart, memory, and soul. But loving yourself is something you should really intentionally consider building as a foundation. Loving yourself sets the standard for whoever you welcome in to love you in return. Bear in mind, you are already perfect. You've never been broken. You are complete. But we again allow the world and others to dictate our feelings and perceptions about ourselves. In the space below, list the attributes that you consider love. Also the things that you accept from others as demonstrations of love. And lastly, things that you give that you consider are acts of love. Lastly, accept who you are. Throughout the course of this journal and subsequent journals, you are going to hear references to 3 major principles that I adhere to, as well as keywords that you'll hear often. Language is so important. The words we choose are so vital to where we go and grow. So, if it seems repetitious, bear with it. It's important. The key principles are no attachments, no expectations, only acceptance. That includes self. This is a tough one because you are required to look at very hard in the mirror. It requires you to be very honest with yourself. But the beautiful thing is, this is just between you and this journal. In the space below, take a very in-depth look at yourself and list the qualities about yourself that you struggle with. Then ask yourself why. Did they stem from past hurts, disappointments, failures, lack of understanding, lack of forgiveness, lack of grace, or some sort of perceived trauma? When you finish that list, go back and number them, starting with the things that you can give yourself grace for, things that are beyond your control, and things you just have held on to because they become a habit. On a separate sheet of paper, list those one by one. The things you can fix and begin. It isn't necessary, but it does give clarity to work on those things. Remember, the past no longer exists. It has no weight. It has no bearing. Just let it go. Free yourself and begin to create your new reality. And then it says, feel free to stop here. For deeper challenge, let's use the boxing countdown as a guide to explore things further. And if you're in a boxing ring, they do the countdown. We've all heard it. 10. What just happened? Was there a specific incident or memory that you reflected on to answer the questions? 9. Why am I down here? Were there emotions that were triggered? 8. Am I okay? Are you? 7. Yes, I am. How do you know? Changes in feelings and attitudes that you had previous to the question. Or were there changes in feelings and attitudes that you had previous to the questions? 6, focus. Where is your focus now and how has it shifted and why? 5, breathe. The sessions include a brief breath work exercise. Begin by closing your eyes and picturing a place associated with calm and relaxation. Inhale for 6 counts. Hold the breath for 6 counts, and then exhale for another 6 counts. This cycle can be repeated as needed to promote our sense of relaxation and balance. 4, move something. This is your freedom of choice part. It can be as simple as standing up and stretching, lifting your arms high above your head, bringing them down to your sides slowly while you breathe. Or if you're feeling overly anxious, upset, or angry, turn on some music and dance it out. But do so just to get something moving. 3, get up. If deep questions have affected you emotionally, consider a walk outside to clear your mind. This can help restore clarity and mark the end of your journaling session. 2, balance. You can use this moment to refocus and prepare for your next activity, whether it's an exercise, rest, or going out to take on the day. 1, come out swinging. Settle in and list your goals for the day. If it's morning, or note what you hope to dream about or prepare for tomorrow if it's the evening. And that's the first entry.
Thank you. Is there any song attached to that one?
Yes, that one's a song by Against the Current.
Against the
Current.
Current.
And it's called A Friendly Reminder.
A Friendly Reminder is the song.
Yes, and it's Against the Current is the name of the band. Thank you for the gifts. Oh, that's so cute. Thank you. Oh my gosh, you guys. Wow.
Friendly Reminder. Found it. Can I play it?
Yes.
Okay, here it is.
Yes.
Love it. Pamela, thank you for the follow.
Thank you, Tam. The mirrors in the past.
I love the music choices. I love the music choices.
And I always say, rip off that rear view mirror. Stop looking in the rear view mirror. And the pain only lasts for a little while.
Agreed. Oh! 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 Right! Second page! Second page!
Well, the one that I reflected on because it was what we talked about last night. And again, the picture. This one Brandy and I talked about picking, and I'll give her, like, when we used to talk every day before we'd write, I give her some choices. I think about this one. So I picked the saying, and I thought, I don't know what to do. And I didn't like the picture. I couldn't find the right picture. And I was just like discouraged. I said, I'm done. Just whatever comes up next, I'm taking. And boom, it fell in my lap. And it just came right out. So this is the picture. And I want to get this framed because I just love this. Purging is surging. And Marcia, what you observed, you can tell them what you observed.
At your shadow and your light, and how the shadow is chasing the light. Yin yang. That was for me the shadow in the light. That was like mind blowing for me. It blew my mind.
And then Marcia is going to share the song afterwards that goes with this. And this one just gets me really emotionally. I don't know why. Just this one really hits me hard. But I just love this. And I told them in the other live, the first line just kills me. If things don't add up, start subtracting. Whew. Things can represent a lot of, things. Most nouns and some verbs. Things either work for you or brutally against you. Sometimes those things come in such lovely and charming disguises that you can lull yourself into a hypnotic belief that they are the real deal. But glass and fool's gold, dazzling until they're not. Friends, lovers, family, work, fitness, hobby, property, places, possessions, and vices can all add or subtract value to your life. Pick one and analyze it closely. Then create a list with 3 columns. Keep, get rid of, go deeper. We're setting boundaries and letting go of what no longer serves us. It's like survival of the fittest, protecting ourselves so nothing can break through again. Sometimes things we enjoy won't stay, but that's okay. Clearing out the old is necessary for new experiences. By subtracting and purging, you gain freedom. Here's a great gauge. If it doesn't bring, enhance, or inspire peace and forward momentum, it's got to go. My best advice, once you decide, is just pull the trigger. Now is not the time to overthink. By now, you should have a list of pros and cons and well established for your next steps. If you are there, light a fire. If you're unable to say, throw a person on the Barbie, find a symbol, a picture, a piece of clothing, a gift they gave you, and toss it into the flames. As you do so, declare with intention, I release your power and sway on in my life. I do not fear you or claim you. Open my universe to better possibilities. Then step away and be ready. Now the surge or the adding back comes in surrender. Surrender is a delicious part of the process. When you surrender, not like someone defeated and weak, but by cutting your losses, releasing uncontrolled aspects and replacing them with attributes far stronger and desirable. Confidence is cultivated and nurtured, growing exponentially. This does not mean in a cocky or arrogant way, but in a very matter-of-fact way. Confidence in yourself, knowing your value, and really mastering your boundaries. No, it's not clout. It's hot as hell. Seriously, when that person first lets you feast at their banquet table, baby, you will know you're a trusted VIP. If you're that fortunate, and don't be an asshole and try to manipulate the situation, because you will most assuredly be tossed into that moat mentioned earlier. And I have to say, an above entry, I talked about having a castle with a moat around it full of piranha, and I tossed the things that don't serve me into the piranha moat, and they're gone. So I feeded the piranhas. Let's see. Into the moat mentioned earlier. No second chances. Bye. Conversely, you respect and enhance their peace and sanctuary. Peace, rest, all come to the surface. It's a beautiful thing. Is that making sense? So go ahead and start your list and let the purging begin. Just like a boat, when there's too much cargo, or a hot air balloon that cannot soar because of the distribution of weight, and things have to be thrown out in order to move forward and to soar. This is a fearless assessment. Trust me, you're going to feel much better once this one is done. And then we go into the countdown again. Ta-da!
This is the song she has attached to this, and I want you guys to really listen to the words. It's mind fucking blowing. Look, all the songs she's chosen is mind blowing. Her words flow. It's mind blowing. Everything, the picture, mind blowing. So thank you. Thank you for honoring us this, right? Listen to the song. Listen.
Oh, thank you.
Basking is right.
From the ashes.
Yes, you have, Tanya.
Oh,
And you know the beautiful thing about the phoenix? The beautiful thing. The beautiful thing about the phoenix is it kills itself off as a witness to the pain it's already bore. And when it reconstructs itself, it takes that pain, it takes those tower moments, and it builds up from all that pain and suffering to become stronger and to become better. So when you think you should dismiss your pain, when you think you should dismiss that darker self, when you think you should throw that thing away, don't. Because that is your foundation for the rebuild. You need that to build you, to lift you up, to rise from those ashes, because that's where it comes from.
and that's growth. That's change.
Yeah.
You don't think it is, but that is growth and that's change. And that willingness to change on a daily basis is the strength and the power that you hold already within you, and you don't realize it because you don't watch yourself evolve until someone makes you aware of it.
Yep. Stay fluid.
That's right. Stay fluid. There's a song. I'm trying to see if I can find it. I don't know if it's this one, but it so matches very close.
Thank you, everybody, for the lovely comments. Oh my gosh, and the gifts. I'm blown away.
I think it's this one. So there's two. So let me just see if it's this one. Hold on. I'm looking for a song. I don't know if it's this one. It's not.
Hides!
It's not this one. But there was a song that I fucking loved. And it was based from a movie. And I just can't seem to find it now. Here it is. I found it.
Oh yeah, this is a great one. I have
one.
this. This is in the book too. This is in the book too. It's for the shadow book.
That's cover your wounds.
Voices in your head that whisper, stop now.
Stop now.
Turn to the screws, it's all in your mind, and it's fighting you on yourself. Storm is coming. Wow. What you gonna do now? It's your reflection looking back for you, girl. So are you gonna die? Make it out alive. Tell the tongue of the monster in your head, and then you'll fly. Phoenix fly. Stop for a new empire. Don't bury your demons and tear down the Phoenix fly.
It's time for a new empire. It's time to fly. Now, for those who don't know me, but for those who know me, who've known me, this song, now bear in mind, this song I didn't know existed. I was going through my darkest level. My darkest level. And this song popped up out of the blue, and that song triggered a thing in me, and ever since then this song blows my mind all the time.
Isn't it amazing the magic of music? How music does that to us? Oh my gosh.
Which is the magic in us already. Oh, I want to say, is there anything you want to share? Share now. And I want to say thank you from the deepest depth of my heart. What a true honor you have given me. Thank you. Thank you for saying yes. Thank you for sharing too. And thank you for honoring me here. I'm really so grateful. Thank you. Thank you for sharing.
I love you.
Now you tell them what you want to say.
And I love this.
The floor is yours.
I love this family. I do. Yeah, it's giving me the extra little ballast to get going on this and to be halfway through and to know that the next ones just are going to roll out, because tomorrow's going to be a day of writing. And my goal, I think what I want to do is I want this ready for the holidays, because everybody wants to start New Year's resolutions. I kept these very simple, very basic, not a lot of reading, because how many self-help books have we read that we leave on the shelf because there's too many words. And so this is very concise, and the 10 steps are the same throughout. So you get in a rhythm where you're familiar with, okay, I know what's coming next. But
have you noticed that you're working through all the senses? See the picture, hear the song, feel the emotion, listen.
Yeah, exactly. And it's something that people can keep. It's going to be small enough. It's only 30 days. And I don't know how many pages, like 140 right now, but a lot of those are writing pages. Oh, in the back of the book, guys, it's going to be really cool. I'm going to see if they can. I got to ask the publishers if they can, but they're going to be pages of flash paper in the back that you can just rip out. So anything you want to write down, that you want to get rid of, discard, whatever, because I did this with a youth group years ago, and it was so profound. We'd hang them, we'd write on the paper, we'd put them up on the cross. And I'd take a big, like, Bic lighter, and I'd take it up the cross. Whew.
That's mind-blowing. I love that. I love that idea. I love that concept.
Stop thinking about them. Why are you thinking about it? They don't exist anymore.
Right. Does anybody have questions for Shirley? This is your opportunity to ask. Ask now. Ask now. Forever hold thy peace. Right, Sammy? Any questions? Go ahead. Shoot. I didn't even ask you if you want to answer any questions. I just someone shoved it on you. It's like, go ahead. Just ask her the questions. She's ready for it. She's going with the flow. Let her flow. Man, have I been doing a lot of dog psychology after I watched that fucking video. Damn it, Janet. Go ahead. There it is, Sammy. Sammy says, what was your impetus to write the book?
The impetus to write the book was the weight loss journey, first of all, happened. And then all of a sudden, these quotes, these things started coming out of my whatever. Most of them are things I've thought of or I've heard, and I usually try to credit when I've heard something or I take something from someplace else. But they're all things that are short, things that you can remind yourself. Like today's was really great. I love today's. It's one I use all the time. Anytime I feel like I want to quit, and I'll play. I've got it on my Facebook here. Let me see if I can pull it up really quick. But I use it every single day. And I told Brandy about it, and so I went into our voice messages back and forth. I said, "Not for you. This is for me, so I remember to do this." And so I used this one today, and it's so simple, and it's so easy for you to remember. Where's it at? Come on now, load up for me. Here we go. Here we go. Where are you at? Of course, now I gotta scroll. Here it is. You didn't come this far just to get this far. So don't quit. Even when it feels dark, even when it feels like it's just impossible. It's not. It's one step away. It's one door knock away. It's one breath away. Just get up and go. Don't let that moment define you. Let the next one define you.
Haley's got another question. What helps you fight back the self-negativity?
It doesn't serve me anymore. What's the point? We talked about this, Brandy and I talked about this at length today. I told her, you have to stop the negative stories you tell yourself. Like, oh, I have a shit day. I have a shit life. I have a shit job. I have this, and it's just miserable. This always happens to me. I'm always broke. Nothing goes my way. What point does that serve? None. All you're doing is, like Marcia says, you're ordering more shit from Amazon. If I wake up every morning and I clap my hands and say, like a clapboard on a film, take 2, take 1, take 5,000. Hey, it's a new day. And I say this to Brandy every single morning. It's a grand and glorious day. And we're going to rock this day. We got it. And, we're going to go. And it's going to be great. This whole day is already magnificent. And it's just going to get better as we go. And if this bad stuff happens, it's a speed bump. It's a glitch. It's a nothing. It's a blip in the radar. So what? It's a bad moment.
It is a blip in the radar. It's simply a blip. And you're holding on to it for what reason? It's a blip. It really is.
What does it serve? The anger, the frustration you have with other people. I have a sign on my desk at work. When people come up to me, it says good vibes only. I had a guy the other day come up to my desk and he had a bad mood. And I said, sir, what's going on? Oh, well, I'm late because of construction. This guy cut me off. I said, I need you to do me a favor. Turn around 3 times and look at me again. I'm not that guy. So turn around, do it. And he did. And he came back laughing. I said, now we start fresh. Have a nice day.
Daniela.
And I made him laugh. And it's true.
Daniela's asking where the book will be published.
I'm probably going to go with Amazon because they don't require anything up front. And God knows I ain't ready to do up front. So if they want to take some off the back end, I don't care. I just want the message out. I'm not doing it for the money. I'm doing it for the message.
What was your hardest in starting to write the book?
Could I do it? And the discipline thing kicked into me and said, of course you can. Could you run 8 miles a year ago? No. Could you box for an hour? No. Could you take a punch a year ago? No. Could you take one in the gut and still come up swinging? No. Can you now? Yeah. But could you have done that if you'd stayed back there? No. So why not? Then Marcia said, just do it. Just do it. Who cares? So I did.
Do you find it hard that sometimes you criticize yourself when you're doing it?
Sometimes, but I don't really criticize myself. I get stuck going, oh, is this really what I want? Is this really what I want to say? Am I being redundant? And the cool thing is you can use the AI feature where it will tweak things a little bit so you don't get the redundancy. Some of it I use, some of it I don't. It's like that whole line of don't be an asshole. They wanted to change it. No, that's how I felt. That's what I wanted to say. Don't be an asshole. I fucking
love that you kept
Don't be smug about it.
Yeah.
Just,
be frank.
Be
you
gracious.
You gotta get real. You gotta get real.
Yeah. So I keep that because that was the most descriptive word, because when you're being offered back into someone's good graces, or you're offering people back into your good graces, don't be smug and an asshole about it. What purpose does that serve? Why? Don't. So, and I guess, I just don't go to that negativeville anymore. I just don't have that in me anymore. I don't. Someone cuts me off. I mean, oh, you're an idiot. And then I laugh it off. I don't get resentful about it, hurtful about it. Why? Detachment, the art of detachment. You detach yourself from the stories that you tell yourself that this is fucking pissing me off. Why? Sheesh, and that's so true because it's that art of detachment.
Yeah.
Take yourself away from the story. Don't believe it anymore. It isn't real. It's up in here. I talk about this being the biggest muscle. What you tell this from this is going to believe. I saw the greatest video. Marcia, I don't know if I showed it to you, but it was beautiful. It talks about the illusion of everything. It talks about the illusion of everything. Everything's an illusion. Only thing that fits the pieces together is what's in our brain.
Yeah, which is
It's
still, it's still an illusion. Even when it's putting the pieces together, it's still an illusion, because that's just an idea, assumption of what we perceive from an experience of an experience of an experience.
And here's the interesting thing, Marcia. You take 4 people outside to look at a tree. And they have them turn around from the tree. Describe that tree.
It'll be
None
different.
of them will be the same. None of them. That tells you that that's true.
Exactly. So the other thing is, I actually said this in the live a few days ago, and I've actually said it so many times every time going live. If you go to a park with someone, that person will walk in the park. You will see a tree, but that person will not identify the tree. That person will not see the tree until you say, look at that tree. And they'll say, where? And you'll point to the tree. Isn't that beautiful? And then they will see it, and only then will they see it. But I can guarantee you, when they walked in the park with you, they did not see what you saw until you made heed of it. Until you made
Look at the power of manipulation, Marcia.
Man,
look at the power of manipulation.
You saw the video I was playing yesterday.
The Emperor's New Clothes. Yes, the Emperor's New Clothes. The Emperor's New Clothes was the first thing I learned about my manipulation as a child. It wasn't real, but they made believe, and because they wanted to be like everybody else and be part of the crowd, they believed it. It's happening today, too. And that's why I tell my friends that are politically charged, stop.
Yeah.
Be the example. Stop screaming and yelling and protesting. It isn't going to do anything. Be what you want to see. If you want to see compassion, kindness, love, generosity, then be it. Show it. It will grow like a ripple effect.
And the more you ignore it, the more it disappears. Because when you're no longer entertaining it, they see, oh, we're not getting any entertainment, so let's change the story. And they'll create a new one, and then they'll create a new one. And the more you feed it, the more you entertain, the more you lose yourself, because that's what you're choosing to stay focused on. But if you're taking all that energy and put it on yourself, put it all on yourself, evolve the self. Imagine if everybody had done that.
Yes. You can only do you, right? So if you're managing
because only you exists. Only you exists. Only you exists. Yep. And because you don't see you, hear you, know you, you're looking outside of you for proof. What proof? They're just going to give you exactly what you've already fed your coconut. They're going to give you exactly what you feed your mouth. They're going to give you exactly what you feed your ears. They're going to give you exactly what you've assumed. And then your ego is going to say, oh, I knew it. I knew it. I knew this was going to happen. This was a message. This was a download. No, dude, you fucking manifested it. You manifest every fucking thing.
Yeah, you speak it, it happens. What was it? Brandy had a funny comment up here earlier. Where'd it go? Oh my gosh, it was really funny. But chasing people after they cut you off is so fun.
No, Brandy, it's not fun. That's chasing your own tail and biting it. You might as well just chew on it.
You have a pink card. That's kind of conspicuous.
That's saying. Worse. That's worse in my eyes. That's like, no wonder you're chasing it. No wonder you're seeing it as fun. I love you too, Linda. It's the pink. It's blinded you, Brandy. It's blinded. Yes, I'm judging you for the pink. I'm judging you for the fucking pink.
But you lived to tell the tale, Tam. You lived to tell the tale. You got caught up, but here you are.
I was cut off yesterday.
You aren't in jail and you're not gone, so you're good.
Oh, gosh.
Judge away.
Oh, God.
All right. I'm going to get out of here so you can get on with your life, ma'am. I've taken up enough of your time.
You. No, you did not. You honored me. The most amazing experience. And I want to thank you so much. Thank you. Guys, if you are not following Shelly, please follow Shelly. She goes on live. She shares her 10 seconds of truth. She's busy currently writing her book, and it's going to be the most successful book ever. Brandy, follow Brandy. They both go on live and they share their precious, precious seeds, and they both have valuable seeds to offer. We sometimes are able to
Good night, Brandy.
reflect on each other, and it's fucking amazing. So please follow them. They are absolutely mind-blowing. I highly
Thank you for being my
recommend
mirror.
them. Mwah!
I get to say it to you today. Thank you for being my mirror.
Thank you for being mine. It's a true honor. Thank you.
You get to hear me do it, Marcia.
Yes,
Brandy?
do it. Yes.
Brandy, my love. I love the way you love me. So here you go, sweetheart. Here's one more for the road, okay? Tuck, tuck, tuck. Kiss on the forehead. Mwah. Marcia. Mwah. Ooh, and squish all them sparkly dreams in that coconut. And just have the best sleep. Have the best dreams. Do whatever you want to do in those lucid dreams, baby. I love you. I can't wait to hear about it. And
I love
we'll
you.
slay the day again tomorrow, babe. Good night, sweetheart. All right, I'm going to get out of here.
Do you want me
How
to
do I
kick
get
you
out of
out?
here?
It would
Can I
feed
get out
my
of here
ego.
myself?
Just saying.
I got it.
She got away before I could. She ran like the enemy from behind. Like, whoop, whoop. Sweet dreams fly high, Brandy. For all of you that are going to sleep, Shelly, are you also going to go sleep? Sammy, sweet dreams fly high. I want to say thank you so much. Thank you so much. Rise and shine, Bradley. Rise and shine. Good. All right. See Sandy, rise and shine. If there's any questions or any topic you would like me to talk about, let me know. Put it on the comments and we can discuss it. Oh, you're in Wales. You're an hour before me, Linda. I'm an hour ahead of you. I see your future in your coconut. Right, Linda? Thank you for sharing your precious energy. That was dark psychology, by the way, Linda. I can tell you what you're doing. Shh, your tomorrow is going to look so bright. Can we go over the 8 stages of water again? Actually, you know what? Sammy has been asking for quite a while that we do the 8 stages of water. So we could do a synopsis of it today if you guys want. And the importance of understanding the 8 phases of water. Shall we do that? Great mind, says Sammy. Yeah. I will be posting the... Do you guys want me to do the 8 phases of water? And why it's important to understand it? Please. Okay, let's do it. Look, the word wonder is still there. Shelley, look. The word wonder is still there. Now I have to stay up. Is Haley still here? There's something I want to say to Haley. Is Haley still here? I think I met Haley in Shelley. Maybe another time I'll share the childlike one. Yes! I would absolutely be honored with that. Thank you. I didn't see that comment, so thank you. Rise and shine, Frank. Rise and shine. Is Haley still here or has she left? Let me go to the 8 phases of water. Reality of true self. 8 phases of water. Right next to the word survival. Oh, fuck, I never saw that. Tam, well spotted. Yeah, she did. This here, ask her how the baby is. Did she just have a baby? Oh, is this the same Hades? Oh, I didn't realize it. Thank you for letting me know. Oh, wow. But I think she left alive. Which is okay. Right. Who's ready for the 8 phases of water? Oh, there you go. You are still here. I'm 26, pregnant tomorrow. How's my baby doing? I say my. Did you see what I did there, Hades? I said my baby. It's not even mine. Congratulations. So that means it's about time, right? Linda says, me. Where's my cookies? Mine too. I hear you. Right. 8 phases of water. To understand what it is that you're creating, you have to understand the 8 phases of water. I'm going to repeat this again. To understand, understand, fully grasp within what it is that you are creating, what it is that you're attracting, what it is that you are witnessing with your eyes, which is the deceptive eye, okay? You have to understand the 8 phases of water. Now, I say have to, because if you understand the 8 phases of water, you completely will grasp the memory within. What is the memory within? It's the memory that you hold. If it's not a repeated story in here, there is a repeated story attached because you're choosing to hold on to. How are we holding on to? We're holding on to it because we create these walls and we don't feel safe and we don't feel protected. Right. And because you don't feel safe and you don't feel protected, you are literally just repeating the same story. And when something comes your way, you immediately go on a defense and you say, this is not for me. I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt, not going to go through this again. But it could have been something completely different. But because you haven't dealt with the story attachment, because you have not dealt with the memory within, you're going to keep repeating the cycle until it finally clicks in. Right. When we talk about the 8 phases of water, we usually refer to the different physical and energetic states of water that it can take, beyond just solid, liquid, and gas. Ancient traditions like Taoism, Ayurveda, and the alchemy often connected water's transformation with cycles of life, energy, and consciousness. Life, energy, and consciousness. Body, mind, soul. The trilogy within. Right. Modern science also recognizes multiple phases of water, including exotic ones found in extreme conditions. A detailed and thorough breakdown of the 8 phases of water explained here on forth. The first phase is called the solid state, which is your ice. Okay, so your first stage, let's do it with blue. Your first stage is ice. That's called your solid state. Okay. That's your crystalline structure. The crystalline structure is what you are right now. You are a crystalline being. I know it's hard for some of you to grasp. Some people say that you have to be enlightened to be a crystalline being. Some people will say you have to do yoga to go through Kundalini to be a crystalline being. Some people say you have to go through the awakening to be a crystalline being. You are it already. You are the crystalline structure, right? Scientific proves that molecules are locked in a hexagonal crystal lattice. It exists at 0 degrees and a standard pressure. There are actually 18 plus known crystalline forms of ice under different pressures. In other words, this crystalline light represents stillness, memory, preservation, stability. In spiritual teachings, ice is the past, holding on to information and patterns. For example, glaciers storing Earth's history in frozen layers. Okay, so in this ice stolid state is what you would call the consciousness, the Akashic record, the past, the his story. In these ice crystalline, there is no crystalline shape that looks the same. Each and every crystalline state is unique, but it all is created from the same thing. I'm going to repeat this again. All crystals are unique, but created from the same thing, like snowflakes, Linda. Okay, and in those snowflakes carry memory. So if you have to look at every human, including yourself, we're all created from the same thing, but we're all unique. There is no way, shape, or form you will get someone that is 100% exactly like you. So when someone comes to you and says, oh, Marcia, you're just like me. We think the same. We do the same. No, we're not. They get triggered by me when I say this. Because there is no way, shape, or form that we are the same. None. Absolutely none. And this is what we have to understand. That the reason we cannot grasp the self is because we hold on to past memories instead of being in the now. And because you hold on to past memories instead of being in the now, you're just going to keep repeating it until you finally get it. Thank you for sharing and thank you for tapping. Annika and Shelley, thank you. Right. Your second phase of water is your supercooled water. That is your second phase of water. And that is your metastable liquid. Metastable liquid. Gavin! Rise and shine, Gavin. Right, now your second one, through scientific terms, water can remain liquid below its freezing point if undisturbed. Right. Extremely sensitive. The slightest disturbance makes it crystallize instantly. Drop the trauma bag and pick up the new experience bag instead. Yes, get rid of the word trauma. Because the word trauma is linked to victim mentality. So if you can get rid of the word completely, you have literally got rid of the word bag, which is the red envelope. Okay. So in scientific supercooled water, scientific terms, water can remain liquid below its freezing point if undisturbed. Extremely sensitive, your senses. The slightest disturbance makes crystallized instantly. Symbolic, it represents potential, fragility, transformation waiting to happen. It's like being on the edge of change. An example, clouds carrying supercooled droplets that instantly freeze when they touch dust, forming snow. Lima, welcome in. Right. So this is potential. The potential of what you can be. This is creation. You want to call it the future? Call it the future. Okay. The potential of wanting to be. Any questions so far on the two? Any questions so far on the two? Got it. Right, now we've got the liquid water, which is your third stage. This is your standard state. This is your standard state. Understanding the 8 phases of water understands the memory within, Gavin. I understand. Right. Now, scientific molecules are constantly moving, breaking, reforming hydrogen bonds. Water has the highest surface tension of any liquid besides mercury. You have 80% of water already in you. You are water. Lima, thank you for the follow. That's why if you understand the 8 phases of water, you understand the 8 phases of creation, which is you. Okay. The liquid water represents your life, your flow, your adaptability, nourishment. It's the essence of existence. It is your journey. It is your breath. A good example, rivers, oceans, bloodstream. I'm going to repeat that again. Example, rivers, ocean, bloodstream. If your water is moving and your bloodstream is moving, your memory is not stagnant and repeating the same story. Because if you shake water, it automatically deletes the memory that it's holding on to and it seeks a new memory. That is why water is always flowing. It's not lying down doing nothing. It's not sitting down watching TikTok, social media and scrolling. It is moving. It is flowing. But it can also be still. That's why it's important to understand rivers, oceans, lakes, bloodstream. Okay, that's your third phase of water. Fourth phase of water. Are we on 50K? Nice. Fourth phase of water is your structured water. Okay, which is your exclusion zone. Okay, so this is your natural state. This is natural. Natural can also be called neutral. Okay, exclusion zone. Now your structured water, no, Nebula, it's 80%. If you actually ask yourself and get away from science and biology, your body will actually tell you your percentage of water. Trust your inner knowing. It's very, very important. It is different for others. So if you are taking medication, alcohol, anything that inebriates, anything that does anything to the emotion, right? Your percentage of water will differ. But if you are eating natural foods, healthy foods, and you're a very active person, your water will be higher. Some have actually, like breatharians, their water level are, I think it was 92%. 92. Yeah. Bread. What's bread? What's catch bread? So your fourth phase of water is your structured water, which is your exclusion zone. Scientific. Right. Discovered by Dr. Gerald Pollack, this phase forms near hydrophilic water. It's loving surfaces. It's a gel-like negativity charged structured water, different from liquid symbolic, represents organization, vitality, energy storage. Ancient traditions describe this as the living water that nourishes your cells. Example, water inside the cells, which is not just liquid, but structured. I call it magma. That structured water is your magma, which is your magnet. It's what you attract to you. Okay. It's what you attract to with you. So this carries the memory, but it's your negative state. In other words, you've got plus minus in each cell of your body. You've got your positive and your negative surcharge. You are a battery, which you don't realize. And how do you get recharged? Through breath and through walking. Is that the bloodstream H2O component? No. No, the H2O component would be your standard state. That's your H2O standard state. This one is your magma. So your magma, how can I give you a good example of magma? I want to say muscle, but I'm getting a massive no on muscle. But it is your magnet. This is what attracts you, attracts your abundance, attracts the people that you're attracting. So whatever you are in your mind, right? It's that's what you're attracting. It's through this structured water. This is your magnet. So when they say your heart is the magnet, this is it. Okay. So where they say, oh, I'm attracting this and I'm manifesting this. It's the magma, not plasma. Magma. It looks like a gel. Think of jelly, like jellyfish. Yeah, magma. Think jellyfish. That's right. If you can do research on the jellyfish, you'll actually completely understand this phase of self. Which is very, very interesting. I call it the magnet, the magma. This is the mirror. This is the mirror effect. Rhythms in their yes, Shelley, yes. So this is your magnet, this is your mirror. Okay, I'm going to put your mirror. Your fifth state of water, that is your vapor, your gas. Vapor, gas. Scientific, molecules escape intermolecule bonds, spreading freely as water vapor. Symbolic, represents freedom, ascension, invisibility, and the unseen world. Steam and mist are often used as a spiritual ritual as carriers of prayer. Examples would be clouds, humidity, steam rising from boiling water. I call this ether. Another word, consciousness. You breathe in consciousness. This is it. This is what you're breathing in. TED Talks. I don't know who Ted is. I actually don't know who Ted is, Gavin. TED Talks. Yeah. So you're breathing in consciousness. So when you're breathing in consciousness. That is your fifth phase of water. You are all 8. TED is a platform. Ah, gotcha. Okay. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you, Gavin. It's interesting, speakers on platforms. Ah, got you. That's pretty cool, Gavin. Right. Your 6th phase of water is plasma. Someone mentioned plasma. Here it is. Plasma. Your 6th state of water is plasma, which is your ionized water. And it's your supercritical phase. I'm scared to donate to plasma. Why? Who's plasma? Right, scientific. At extremely high temperatures or pressures, water can become ionized plasma or supercritical fluid beyond 374 degrees Celsius and 22.1 MPAs. In the state, water is neither liquid nor gas, but both. It represents pure energy. This is your recharge. Okay. So when you say, I felt someone touch my skin, that's what you felt. That's all you felt was a surcharge, which was your plasma. Okay. The particles are suspended. Yes. Nebula, if you don't like what I say, simply scroll along. Everybody has a truth. Right. At extremely high temperatures or pressures, water can become ionized plasma or supercritical fluid beyond 374 degrees Celsius and 22.1 MPa. In the state, water is neither liquid nor gas, but both. Symbolic represents pure energy, transcendence, spiritual fire united with water, right? Alchemically, it's transformation at the highest level. An example would be water on the stars, supercritical water in deep Earth's mantle. Supercritical water in deep Earth's mantle. Misinformation to you, Nebula, because you have an idea of what a truth is. And when someone is speaking their truth, you're not listening. So rather choose to scroll along and find someone that can feed your ego. I'm not here to feed egos. I'm going to share my truth, and that's it. If you don't like what I say, go find someone who's going to light up your ass. It's not going to be me. Okay, so scroll on, mute yourself, go on. Or send everybody on the live a DM and saying that I'm fucking idiot. I'm okay with that. Those who want to hear will stay. Those who don't, scroll on by. Right. Plasma ionized supercritical. I think it was, who was it that asked? Shelley, what was the question? This is your surcharged. This is like you're charging. So you know when someone says, charging the battery, Shelley, does it make sense? When you're charging the battery, it's when the coolness and the hot and the heat come together as one. That friction, that spark, that electricity. This would be it. Okay, that's your like spark. So when someone feels a spark, it's a battery liquid. You could call it a battery liquid because it's got your... Yeah, that was oh fuck, Gavin, that was perfectly said. Because when you've got your positive and negative and they're both moving along together, it's like a battery liquid. It's a surcharge. So we can't call it battery liquid. Right, Nebula, here's my love. Here's my light. Fuck off. Let me help you. Since you can't do it yourself, let me help you. It's called block. Okay. Fuck off. It was that simple. Right. Next customer, please. Next, what were we saying? We are on phase 6. Now we're going to phase 7. What, Layla? If a man can't hear a woman speak her truth, he's not a man, he's a fucking idiot. And I don't have time for fucking idiots that are little pipsqueaks of little boys that thinks that women are less than to speak a truth. If you don't like a woman speaking her truth, fuck off. I don't have time for your fucking idiocy. Go find a little crib, grab your thumb, suck on it, and make sure you can feed that fucking ego yourself. It's not my job to do it. It's simple. Really that fucking simple. If you don't like women with tits that have authority, that is your fucking ego problem. Not mine. Fuck off. Simple. Simple. Damn it, Janet. Now I've lost my place. Fucker. Can't even blame him. I blame myself for entertaining the fucking idiots. Lesson learned, Marcia. Lesson learned, Marcia. Thanks, Linda. Right now, I'm not impressed with myself because I let my ego get in the way. Damn it. What phase of what are we on? Phase 7. Phase 7. I got cut off. I got interrupted. Listen, phase 7. He's going to go on his backup account. He's going to come back because his ego is that big. Just saying. He's the type of Okie Pinokie. He's like, look at my muscles. I'm stronger than you. And I'm going to say, fuck off again. Okay. Entertain me, my brother. Entertain me. The next phase is snow, which is frost. It's okay, Tanya. That's what happens when we talk about such people in other lives. That's right, Shelley. That's so fucking right. That is so fucking right. You know, a man wrote a book about the 4 phases of water and they considered it as truth that even the science didn't agree with it. But yet everybody talks about the 4 phases of water. A woman talks about the 8 phases of water and it's a fucking problem. Go fuck yourselves. Because deep down, I'm a man too. I've got divine masculine and feminine within me. Just saying, darlings. I can be both. Right? If you want me to grow some balls, I will. Very easy. 2 tomatoes and a sausage and it's done. Might bruise a few egos. Shit myself. Manifestation, right? This is because I said something yesterday. I'm telling you now, this is because I said something. Agnio. Ah, Agnio, you just missed a moment. You just missed a moment. You missed entertainment. Right, Shelley. Send the t-shirt, I'll pay for it. Could take it back. I had to, Shelley. I had to, Tammy. I had to take it back. Right, 7 phase of water is your snow frost. This is called your solid amorphous or the semi-structured. I'm going to call it semi-structured because when they give me big words, I get very frustrated. This is called your semi-structured. Linda, that is so classic right there. Linda, that's all I'm saying. It's so classic and perfectly put right there. Right. 7 phase of water. Scientific. Right? Snow is crystallized ice, often a hexagonal, while frost forms through deposition. Gas to solid without the liquid phase. You guys have heard it where they say everything exists and you can't see it until you put a focus on, you will see it. Have you ever seen where you put water in the fridge? 3 hours later, you take the water and it's still liquid, but as soon as you open it or shake it, it solidifies? That's it. This is it. That's that phase. Okay. Amorphous ice also exists in outer space. Symbolic. It represents purity, individuality. No 2 snowflakes are alike. Divine geometry. It is water expressing beauty, crystalline form. Examples would be your snowflakes, your rime frosts, your cosmic ice in comets. Now, you guys have heard me say that you are all stardust. This is it. Stardust. Perfectly perfect. Look into the elements of the sun. Look into the effects of those elements on water. It is scientific. I know, Tammy, but how do you get that into someone's head that's not ready to hear? You just let them fuck off. You give them your love. You give them the light. Fuck ass. Simple. I totally resonate with what you're saying, Tammy. Totally. Right. Great movie too. Which one? Which movie are you talking about? The Love and Light Focus? I just missed it. What movie are you talking about? Sonia. The only reason why I'm entertaining is because I was really getting frustrated. It's like, dude, if you're not interested, fuck off. But he stayed. And I'm like, dude, if you're not interested, say it. Oh, this is so, well, fuck off. Let me help you. If you don't understand English, I'm going to give it to you in French. And if it's not French, may it be Italian. And if it's not Italian, let it be Portuguese. Wat foder. Vai fanculo. No, he can't because I blocked him. I didn't even mute him. I just simply blocked him. Why would I want a man like that in my reality? I don't. My brother said sign language. There's my sign language. Right, and my favorite state of water. Bitter, rise and shine. I wanted to say bye, Felicia, but I thought he might be offended because he doesn't have tits. Can you imagine? He would have been totally offended. I didn't want to offend him that much. Can you imagine? Bye, Felicia. Right, your 8th phase of water. Your 8th phase of water. Did you spit out your tea? I was telling my brother, Sammy gave me the most precious gift ever, right? And it's called hand warmers. And my brother asked me, what is this? This is one thing I would not leave there, right? And I said, they tit warmers. And my brother was looking at me so fucking confused. He says, what? Hey? I said, they're boob warmers. He goes, but his face was fucking hilarious, right? His face was hilarious. And he was like, huh? I said, you put them in the bra when it's winter, you switch on the button and they warm you up from your chest down. He actually believed me. When the elemental table triggers you, time to ask yourself questions. Why do I go to school is the first. Right, Tammy! Right! Arriba. They were tit warmers. They are. I consider them tit warmers. And I said it yesterday on the Zoom call. Felicia! No, that's just going to entertain his ego, Shelley. And there's actually a movie called Felicia. No shit, Sherlock. You teaching me something new. Anita Rosenshaw. You missed the Zoom call, you nana. You missed the Zoom call. You went into Discord, you popped in, we said hello, and you fucking missed the Zoom call. Make that make sense, child. Oh, you forgot my ego is bruised. Damn it. Right. The 8th phase of water is your liquid crystal. Focus, ladies and gentlemen, focus. We're giving that asshole too much energy. For him, it would be warm. Yes! Pause. Let him know that you can also put them around our necks as scarves. I didn't want to entertain it that much, Peter. I couldn't. Ah! No, that was more important. That coffee date was more important. So I'm grateful and thankful that you missed the Zoom. Just saying. 8th phase of water is your crystal, your liquid crystal. You should have told him to focus. I did, several. Focus. That's okay, Daniela. It was very nice. I got to say, it was a beautiful, beautiful Zoom call. It wasn't long though, but it was beautiful. Did you have fun, Daniela? That's all that matters, is that you had fun. It was. It absolutely was. Right. The liquid crystal is your quantum water. Quantum water. Scientific, for all of you that don't like the fucking word. Scientific. Some researchers, I cannot give you names because I don't know who the fuck they are. Some researchers suggest water can act as a liquid crystal, storing and transmitting information through its molecular structure. Quantum theories of water explore its ability to hold memory and coherence. Symbolic, it represents the consciousness, memory's sacred essence. This is the water mystics call the Akashic flow. I believe that this is the Akashic flow. They believe this. Right. This crystal liquid is what I call your vortex. Your vortex. These are your chakras, your doors. Okay. But this is what they say. I think this is why you guys keep asking me to do this, because what I put there and what I say is two different things. Yes, was my friend daughter's 30th birthday. They did that at Cabin in the Mountain. Oh, Daniela, that's fucking amazing. Yeah. So this liquid crystal is your quantum. Water is your vortex, which is your chakras. Remember, you have more than 7 chakras. Right. Symbolic, it represents the consciousness, memory, sacred essence. This is the water mystics call the Akashic flow. Able to connect matter and spirit. You're in between. 40. Shelley. 44. 44. Like I'm a tornado, I'm your body. It's over 28. It's 44. Yeah. You have 4. You've got one here. You've got one here. You've got one here. One here. You've got one here. You've got one here. You got. I can show you, but there are 4. And each one is a portal. Each one is a vortex. Each one holds a memory. So if you cut anything from here, and you put this in another country, right? If you, in your thought, move your arm, that arm's going to move down there. It doesn't have to be next to you. Because it's part of this. A good example, Tammy actually used a good example. That's right, the phantom limb. Tammy, correct me if I was wrong. Wasn't it you that said if you cut a leaf of a tree, it still is there? And I said, yes. Because I keep showing that to people sometimes. You know, if they come visit me, I show it to them. So I think it was Tammy that says if you cut, yes, all right. It's the same thing. Okay. Examples are sacred springs, holy water, water programmed with intention, the Mazzaro Immortus experiment with crystal shaped by human thoughts. That's why I said it's vortex. Okay, so if you look at this, this is your past, this is your possibility, this is your now. I'm going to repeat that again. Phase 1 is your history. Phase 8 is your possibility. Depending what you're feeding here will give you the outcome here. That is why if you understand the 8 phases water, you understand the you, the real you. Okay. Cycle understanding of water. The 8 phases aren't just linear. They reflect a cycle of transformation. Your past memory, your super cool potential, your past memory, your potential, your life, your structured ascension, transcendence, purifying yourself, creating the self. I get it. I couldn't stay before when you presented it. Yeah. Well, you got to stay now. Right. So if you understand this, then you understand. Water is not just H2O. It's a living intelligence. With 8 phases bridging matter and spirit in science, these phases reveal its adaptability under pressure and temperature. In spirituality, the mirror states of consciousness, from frozen memory through the fluid life to ascended vapor, and finally to transcendental plasma and quantum water. If you remember, Bruce Lee said, be like water. Adapt, flow. Watch what you feed, the memory. Be formless. Be shapeless. If you are formless and shapeless, you are not conforming. You are not attaching. You are not suffering. You are not feeling. You are not seeing. You are simply being. Negativity is a program. Yes, it's not real. Okay, now I want you to listen to this video. Oh, fuck. Because in doing this, I only recently found this video. So I want you guys to watch this video and you'll completely understand. Are you ready?
Intuition was a state of water.
Okay.
What if intuition was a state of water?
Hold on.
A kind.
I want to unblock that Okie Pinokie because I want. Oh, but it's a chick talking. That might just fucking trigger him. Never mind, Marcia. Just let go of the ego, Marcia. Let go of the ego. Just let him fucking go.
What if intuition was a state of water, a kind of etheric antenna? You see, I've observed that after placing a sunflower seed in water, removing and freezing using my crystallographic method, the water doesn't design the seed, but rather it reads the potential in the seed and designs the outcome, the sunflower. Here are examples of water doing the same thing with apple seeds and flax seeds. So what if the water in us shares and receives information to and from the water in the air around us, which on a very subtle level is attracted to the human biofield, which is electrical and magnetic? Since it appears that water reads potentials as demonstrated in my seed examples,
that's magma.
then perhaps the
magma.
water in us uses our electrical charge to probe all potential outcomes simultaneously like a quantum computer and returns back with the most likely outcome, which we all call intuition.
Did you see the 8 phases of water? Gonna watch it again.
What if intuition was a state of water?
This is your
a kind
ice?
of etheric antenna. You see, I've observed that after placing a sunflower seed in water, removing and freezing using my crystallographic method, the water doesn't design the seed, but rather it reads the potential in the seed and designs the outcome, the sunflower. Here are examples of water doing the same thing with apple seeds and flax seeds. So what if the water in us shares and receives information to and from the water in the air around us, which on a very subtle level is attracted to the human biofield, which is electrical and magnetic? Since it appears that water reads potentials as demonstrated in my seed examples, then perhaps the water in us uses our electrical charge to probe all potential outcomes simultaneously like a quantum computer and returns back with the most likely outcome, which we all call intuition.
That's beautiful, Anita. You're evolving, my love. Be proud. Right, so if you understand the 8 phases of water, you understand your creation. You understand that everything is an illusion and nothing is real. Your feelings are not real. Nothing has meaning, and if you're giving it a meaning, you're feeding an egoic state of being. And if you're feeding an egoic state of being, that means you want to be proven right. You're still on a defense. You're not flowing. You're not fluent. What you're trying to do is control something that cannot be controlled. Your mind is water. Anything you feed the mind will feed the memory. Anything someone tells you and you take it personally is you saying, I'm accepting it as my truth. That's why I tell you, I share you my seeds. Go within yourself and find your truth. For everybody's truth is unique. But if you can understand the 8 phases of water, you can understand creation, creator. I'm going to repeat this again. Creation, creator. And you will notice that I left the 8th as last, not the first. This cannot exist without this, and this will never exist without this. And everything in between, where you place your focus on, is what you are creating. Not the focus that I was doing earlier, but the other focus. I tried to be in the ice water and recharge bottle freezing started to melt or be warm again. Visualization, Annika. Use your visualization to keep it in the ice, and it will. There is a guy that's called the Iceman. I'll get his name and I'll put it on Discord. He's a good man to follow through him losing his wife. And didn't want to lose raising his children. He became the Iceman. It was his way of processing pain. And he realized how everything was an illusion. Wim Hof, that's him. Who said that? Anita. Anita, well done. Yes, it's Wim Hof. That's his name. Do your research on him. Amazing story. Yeah. Try as a lie. Annika, try as a lie. Just do or don't. Damn it, Janet. Oh, that word came up in Shelley's live. Try. And I'm like, they tried to do this. And I'm like, try was a lie. That's why they didn't get it right. They didn't actually get it right because try was a lie. It was, Shelley. Wasn't that what I said? True to form. Okay. Not really. I just took what I needed from him. But if you hear his whole story, you'll understand why he did what he did and came to the inner standing of doing what he's doing. It is a method of processing. It's not a definitive way of doing it, but he was just sharing that that's what he did so that he could be there for his children and grow up with his children. His story is very beautiful. Go to his story, Anita. Really listen to his story. Better word, done it. Oh, I fucking love you for that, Annika. I'm still standing after all this time. Feeling like a little kid. Oh, that song came up for a reason. Who did that song? Oh, wait a minute. Why am I getting sing? Play the song. I'm still standing. Wasn't it that Okie Pinokie that sang the song for Prince Diana? I'm still standing. Standing. Is it called I'm Still Standing? I'm still standing. Elton John. Elton John. That's right. Elton John. Oh, Carol, you're welcome. You can never know what it's like. He uses the word ice. Listen. Oh my fuck. You can never know what it's like. Your blood like winter freezes just like ice. Shelley created a monster. I swear she did.
Like when the freezes just like ice, and there's a cold and lonely light that shines from you. You wind up like the wreck you hide behind that mask you use.
Behind the mask you use.
And did you think this fool could never win? Well, look at me, I'm coming back again. I got a taste of love in a simple way. And if you need to know while I'm still standing, you just fade away. Don't you know
I'm still standing.
better than I ever did? Looking like a
Little mama, feeling like a little kid. I'm still standing all this time.
Picking up the pieces of my life without you on my mind.
I'm still still standing. I'm still standing.
What I never could have hoped to win. You're starting down the road and leaving me again. The threats you made were meant to cut me down. And if my love was just a circus, you'd be a clown by now.
You'll be a clown by now.
No, I'm still
Welcome back, Summerhead.
than I ever did. Looking like a true survivor.
Looking like a true survivor. Feeling like a little kid. I'm still standing
After
all this time.
picking up the pieces of my life without you on my mind.
I'm still standing. I'm still standing. Woo! This is going straight to my bones. I'm still standing.
Better than I ever did.
Better than I've ever been.
Like a true survivor.
Feeling like a little kid. I'm still standing.
After all this time, picking up the pieces of my life without you on my mind.
I'm still standing.
I'm still
Right, Shelly. That's why I said you created a monster. I'm still standing. Woo! Thank you, Carol. Thank you, my beautiful mirror. Ah, thank you, Carol. Right? I haven't heard that song in fucking yonkers. Thank you, Carol. You gave me that song. You don't realize it, but I'm thanking you. Now I'm making you realize it. You said I'm still standing. Me too. What a beautiful song. What a beautiful, beautiful song. Right. Any questions? Any questions in connection with water? If you can understand this, you'll understand that everything is you creating the you. And nothing else exists but you. Your body, your vessel, doesn't understand anything outside of you. Anything outside of you is just you expressing the you in a different form. We're all mirrors of each other. That is why we're all made of the same. We are made of the same, but yet we are unique. The coherence, right, is what helps the state of calm. So if your mind and body coherence is calm, you are able to create the potential you, which only exists now, clear as water. Oh, fuck, I hear that. Thank you, Shelley. Clear as water. So if you have any questions, ask away. Ask away. Crystal clear and shimmering. So when you hear the spiritual community saying that you have to do this to become the crystalline light, you are already the crystalline light. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to do meditation. You don't have to do yoga. You don't have to go through a Kundalini awakening. You don't have to go and smoke a frog or smoke a green leaf to get to the understanding that you are the crystalline light already. You are it already, which is an illusion. Because if you look at the ice and you look at an ice block, it's still an illusion. Shame, I missed the beginning. All good. It's all good. What about drinking piss? Some people do that. Apparently they think it makes them feel younger or look younger. It's a true thing. King of Lands, it's a true thing. It's actually real, where people drink their own piss. Is water clear or in a process? There is no color. Water has no color. Only when the sun shines does the prism of light reflect So water would perceive the darkness. Sabahan, doesn't make sense? Water would be perceived as the darkness, and the fire within is the light that you carry, which then reflects the rainbow ray. So if you take a triangle of a crystal, of a clear crystal, and you beam a light in it, it will give you the 7 rays of light, which they perceive as the 7 chakras. It's a draft, eat, and drink pizza called Jenkem. Is it called Jenkem? I actually don't know. It's called Jenkem. I don't know the name of it, but it's actually real, where people drink and eat their own piss. Marcia, when will this be on YouTube? You know what? I said to Sammy, and I'm going to really make it a thing where I'm going to post this on YouTube. I'm going to catch up on the lives on YouTube. So from this week, it's going to be up. That Tibetans say rainbow body state. That's right. It becomes the rainbow body state, Anika, when you are in a pure state, non-judgmental, flowing. You have no desire. You're simply in that now. You become the crystalline rainbow ray light. And some will say you look like you're shining gold. I actually got to witness it. This one especially. Okay, cool. As a matter of fact, I'll do this one first. I'll post it. I'll post it this on Monday. I'll do this one first. Even though it shouldn't be first, I will post this one first. And then I'll let the because you guys always ask for this one. And then I'll leave the fact that I'll leave that on where a man doesn't want to listen. Just fuck off. I'll actually leave that piece on. Maybe that's the reason why I'm going to keep it on. He'll probably find me on YouTube. That's right, you are shimmering stardust. So when I say to you guys, you are a star, don't chase stars, you understand why I say this. Because you are the crystalline shimmering stardust. Nice. So I will post this tomorrow. Thank you, Carol. I will do this tomorrow. Anybody have any questions? Good time to ask is now. We've got 9K to go before we hit 100. Free, rise and shine. Fairy dust in children's books speaks of this to me. Yes, that's why you were always connected to fairies, Carol. You were very already aware as a child. I completely understand your inner child. I was very similar. Make me feel you are whole already. It shouldn't make you because you are whole already. What school of enlightenment? The school of life, King of Lands. It's called the school of life. I can only speak from experience only, and that's it. I have lately, in all honesty, I started last year, February, I started reading a lot of philosophical books. But I only started last year. But I've had this wisdom for a very long time. I got this message of the 8 phases of water long time ago, but I didn't speak of it because there were only 4 phases of water spoken in the science. But this year I decided, well, fuck this shit. Let me just speak my truth. Faith, trust, and pixie dust. Oh, Shirley, faith, trust, and pixie dust. I am so grateful to have met someone who understands that side of me. Yeah, I completely resonate with you. When you said I was fairy, and I completely resonated with what you said. Remember, Carol, I said to you, my mother thought I was demonic because her belief system was different. Your mom was not. She understood the fairy and bluff. My mom believed in only demons and angels. I have felt lonely and alone and stuck so many projections I've let them attack with past selves. But you don't do that anymore, do you, Gavin? Are you still doing that, my brother? Peter Pan. Do you know that Peter Pan is not my favorite? Captain Hook is my favorite. Do you want me to tell you why? I stopped. I thought so. Honor that moment in space of time, Gavin. Honor that moment of space and time when you did that, because it got you where you are today. I always love the villains more. Not all villains, Shelley. Not all villains. She got pissed off when I was still talking about it as a teen. Oh, really? Samurai! I've missed you, you precious. I trust to know you're doing well. I usually say anti-hero, not villains. Oh, that is a good perception. I never liked him too. Which, Peter Pan? He was not my favorite. I thought to myself from a kid, Peter Pan was a bully. I did not like him. As a child, I did not like him. I thought he was a bully. As I grew up, I thought he was a narcissist. When I went on my self-discovery journey, I thought, fuck, he is evil as fuck. And then you guys are focused on Hook. I feel sorry for Hook. And then my sympathy for Hook kicked in. And then I realized, but even that's wrong. I like the crocodile in Peter Pan. Why the crocodile with the watch? Tick, tick, tick. The crocodile that ate the watch. Welcome in, self-sabotage. Really? Pray do tell why. My girls came to visit home whole. Oh, I love that. I just didn't know you had an amazing time. Tammy says anti-hero is from a song by Taylor Swift. You listen to too much Taylor Swift because you bring a lot of Taylor Swift songs up. I'm just saying, Tammy, you are hooked on Taylor Swift. He was Tinkerbell, tried to fix him by showing him magic. Yeah, Tinkerbell needed Jesus. She wanted to feel loved. She would be called an empath, right? I want to change him. I want to fix him so that he can love me. What did he do? He treated her the way she treated herself. He cracked me up when he showed up. I didn't identify with other characters. Really? You know who was my ultimate favorite? Do you know who was my ultimate favorite? The kid that lost his marbles. I resonated with that boy. Do you guys remember? What was his name? The kid that lost the marbles. Peter, I can't find my marbles. I'm looking for my marbles. What was his name? Toodles. Toodles. I so resonated with that little boy. I so resonated because his marbles was his memories. Layla, you liked? So who loved Tinkerbell? This is going to be a good one. All right. A heart if you like Tinkerbell. We've got to do this. Let's do this. A heart if you liked Tinkerbell. A hook or a question mark for Hook. A little boy for Peter Pan. Let's do this. Tinkerbell a heart, a hook for Peter Pan, and a little boy, Peter Pan. Okay, we've got hearts, Sabahan hearts, Tinkerbell, Layla Tinkerbell understood Wendy. She had to grow up ahead of time. I didn't think much of Wendy, to be honest with you, Tammy. I have to be really honest. I really didn't think much of Wendy. I thought more of the little boy. Like the hook too. I could post a poll. Yes, if you can post a poll, do so. If you guys can post a poll, please. 100K! I can't do it on my PC. When I had it on my phone, I could. Wendy was grounded in her matter form. She was very wise. Wendy was very wise. Very calm amongst the storm. She didn't always take things personally the way Tinkerbell did. Samurai says crocodile. Tick-tock, tick-tock. That's 2 crocodiles. Samurai and Fareed loves the crocodile. I didn't even put the crocodile. The watch. Put a watch if you want the crocodile. Funny that you guys mentioned Wendy. I never thought of Wendy. I was never entertained by Wendy. She looked after the boys. Not really. Annika says, time is ticking away. She didn't believe in magic, but she was love. Yes, she was love. Faree. Oh, that's a nice watch, by the way, Faree. That looks like a... What's those fancy, expensive watches? Glowing in the dark. Nice choice, Faree. Like in Frozen, I like Olaf. Oh, I loved Olaf. I loved Olaf. The Rolex, that's it. That looks like a Rolex. I mind the clock time. Annika, you also like the clock? Interesting. All right, so this was Peter Pan. In Cinderella, who did you guys like the most? Cinderella, the wicked sisters, the wicked mom, the fairy godmother, or the prince? I fucking loved it. Free. I love that clock. Why is people stuck past throwing it at me like I'm below them? Because somewhere, some shape or form, Gavin, you still think less than, and you shouldn't. Because if you're taking it personal that they think they are below, it's not them thinking it, it's you thinking it. So you should always ask them, why would they perceive that way? Fairy godmother. Carol says fairy godmother. I wasn't a big fan of the fairy godmother. But I did have the hots for the prince. Nothing entertained me more than the prince itself. But he pissed me off. The bells, the stardust like. Ah, yes, absolutely. So I have to be very honest with you guys. Cinderella's story, that story made no fucking sense for me. Amra, rise and shine, my love. It absolutely made no sense. Ryan, welcome in. Anita, thank you for the gifts. How a good victim. Right, Free! I would always prefer the prince. There's the poll. Oh, there's a poll. Guys, there's the poll. Click on the poll. Click it. Let's see what happens. Let's see if I can choose it. Can I open it? Can I open it? Please let me open it. It won't let me open it. It will probably give the results. I love the cricketer Pinocchio. I loved Pinocchio. I loved Pinocchio. Guys, check on your... There's a poll there. Thank you so much, Shelley. Shrek and Fiona. The donkey. Shrek and Fiona was the donkey. The donkey for me was classic. Shrek and Fiona for me was the donkey. Gavin says Cinderella. I love you for that. I love you for that. Gavin says the Cinderella. If people ask me why I'm leaving the party early, I say the pumpkin. Bella the Beast. I can't remember Bella. Oh, I had a Cinderella identification for most of my life, but not anymore. Ah, I hear you, Layla. I hear you. I think some of us done it. Scrap my all-time favorite. Really? Gingy. Cinderella, I felt like I was Cinderella growing up. Really, little lass? Rise and shine. Why do you like Pinocchio? The reason why I liked Pinocchio, because even when he was lying, even when he had his masks, he was just trying to do good. He didn't realize that he was doing this innocent thing and making mistakes. because he was accepting everybody as they were. And because he was trying to save everybody around and he didn't want to hurt anybody, he kept lying. And in the process, he was denying. Oh, fuck. The poll's gone? Shit, it won't open. Hold on, why won't you open? Poll, hold on, I've got it, hold on. Oh no, it doesn't want to show. Ah, this is useless. Shelly went out of her way to tell us the poll results and we can't even see. Who can click on the poll and get the results? I liked Spider-Man. Hold on, I missed a few comments here. Hold on. And what you wanted to say about Tinkerbell? Tinkerbell was... Let me tell you what Tinkerbell was for me. She was seeking love, wanting love, and she was a chaser because she couldn't give it to herself. And then she wanted to fix Peter Pan. So she wanted to change Peter Pan to feed her ego. I like Spider-Man and X-Men and one football cartoon. I loved X-Men. Not anymore though. I was very addicted to X-Men. So was my brother and his daughter, Bianca, the same. I felt like Cinderella as an adult in my victim mode. Not anymore though, Carol. I felt so sorry for Pinocchio at some point. I didn't feel sorry for him because I did say that he caused his own shit. I felt sorry for the old man though. His grandfather. Yeah, it disappeared. I'm so annoyed by that. The ending of Pinocchio made me sad. Why? Faida, why? She didn't know her worth? She didn't know who she was, Tammy. What are you talking about? She was chasing. She didn't know who the fuck she was. Sleeping Beauty. Sleeping Beauty. Beauty and the Beast. I was definitely with Beauty on everything. Right? I could see her perspective. And I did sympathize. Not empathize. I had sympathy for the Beast. I felt sorry for the Beast. But I loved how Beauty handled the Beast. Sleeping Beauty made no sense for me. Because to me that was, here is a Chicky Poo involved with 7 dwarfs. No, was she involved? Was Sleeping Beauty involved with 7 dwarfs? I can't remember. I'm trying to figure out the two. Which one was Sleeping Beauty? Was she with one of the dwarfs? I'm a Marvel fan, all of it. Yeah, so was I, Anita. And I say was because I'm no longer. Yes, she was like, she can be good and bad. Annika says, Beauty and the Beast, yeah. James and the Giant Peach, not aware of the story. I'll have to re-watch it. Because it was so long ago, Faida. For years, I really like Atom Ant. Really? Why, Layla? Please enlighten me. Mulan. Oh, Shelly, Mulan was my ultimate. Waiting for a man to come save her. Apart from waiting a man to come save her, she had an affair with 7 dwarfs. Just saying, Carol. So as long as I watch that shit from a different way, I will be, yeah. 7 mirrors a foot. 7 mirrors. I'm like watching this video and I'm like, no wonder the Bible says women are sluts, because they make cartoons where a woman gets involved. But she doesn't get involved. She becomes their maid. She cooks for them, cleans for them while they go for work. And here she's got 7 husbands. And then you tell women in the real life that men can have 7 wives, let a wife have 7 husbands, and they get fucked off. They get triggered. And I'm like, but you created it in a cartoon. But wait a minute. All 7 men has got to work for Sleeping Beauty, but she's got to be the maid, the cleaner, the wipe asser, right? And what do? They don't even get to protect her. They don't even get to protect her. She fucking ends up sleeping, and some other 8 Okey-Pinoki comes and saves her fucking ass. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. That don't make fucking sense. Sleeping Beauty needed contraceptives. That's all I'm saying. Did you notice? Hold on. Did you notice the Prince Charming in one of the Shrek's movies is Sleeping Beauty and a dwarf? No. That's going to make me watch fucking Shrek again. Just saying. I'll make sure Bianca's not around. Hey, that brought her home diamonds, foot mortgage she wants. Shelly, are you defending the cartoon? Some stories I don't get, some cartoons, I was like, I don't get you dudes. Do you actually know what the fuck you're saying to these children? I will never let my kids watch these cartoons. Never. Never. And I mean, mirror, mirror on the wall, tell me who's the fairest of them all. You're looking at yourself and you're asking a mirror to tell you who's the fairest? You can't even tell yourself by looking at yourself? What's the fucking mirror gonna say? You butt. Huh? It's only her. I used to scream at the TV. Why? Why? It's only her in the mirror. Who the fuck are you gonna call out? And then it says, but Sleeping Beauty. You're teaching them to compete much? Compare much? And yes, she's a fucking queen. Ariel was a spoiled fact. I agree with that statement. Tom and Jerry. Tom. Jerry was a bully. Tom. The Snowman and the Polar Express. All of the characters had meaning. Faida. All of the characters had meaning. That was a beautiful story. The Snowman and the Polar Express. They were friends, yeah. There was a beautiful story. When I had seen some, ask myself, from conspiracies before, what kids feeding. You know what, Annika, when I went on a conspiracy theory, I went on a conspiracy theories, I used to find fault with everything Disney. No, I never saw Tom as a bully. But I did see Jerry as the bully. I just thought that Tom was just being the cat. And by being the cat, Jerry was showing it doesn't matter how big you are. Let me show you how midget you are. And that whole Tom and Jerry thing was just saying it's not about your height. It's about your way of resistance. That released, yeah. I completely let go of that conspiracy theorist. I used to be a big conspiracy theorist. And I was like, why am I fucking wasting my energy on this when I should be fucking wasting my energy on what? Prince M, welcome in. This was a beautiful live. What a beautiful live. I want to say thank you to all of you. It is time for me. I just realized what time it is. Shelly, I was just about to say goodbye. I love Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh, read the book, Faida. Read the book. It is so beautiful. Read the book. Gavin, I love you. Tiki-taki! Rise and shine. Moana is the journey of self-discovery and finding your own truth. That was and the music, Carol. And the music. I never liked it, never watched it, but I will now. You should. This was, Daniela, this was a beautiful live. It was a pleasure connecting. Till next time. Absolutely, Tammy. I want to say thank you to Shelley. Thank you to all of you. Josh, you precious being you. Oh, the whole day. It was absolutely magical. It was really, truly beautiful. Thank you. I want to say thank you for all of you for everything that you bring into my reality. Thank you for coexisting with me. Thank you for being my mirror. Thank you for shining. Thank you for allowing me to express myself freely. Thank you for accepting me as I am. Thank you for being by my side. And thank you for being the magic beings that you are. I am truly honored and grateful. Truly, truly honored and grateful. I love you. I love you as I love myself. I honor you as I honor myself. Go be the shining star that you are. Understand water, you'll understand the creation you are. When you become a cookie maker, you don't tell Marcia, I don't make sugar peanut. Oh, you made sugar peanut butter cookies and my mouth just fucking watered. Go away, Josh. Oh, you're an asshole. Knowing I'm going to say goodbye, you come up with that fucking peanut butter sugar cookies. I fucking love you. Susie, tomorrow's another day. Hey, I've got a book to read tomorrow, just saying. I can imagine, Shelly. I was avoiding asking you for a reason. Yes, I do, Anita. I do one-on-ones. If you'd like, just let me know. You can book a session. Just let me know, my love. I do one-on-ones. Tomorrow, same time, same place, Susie. Remember, Susie, it's in the evenings tomorrow. My evening. I don't know what time it's going to be by you. So it will be my 7:30. It will be my 7. Yes. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, it's in the evening. Friday, Saturday, Sundays, it's in the morning. Do it on TT. Do it on TT because I don't know if are you used to, I forgot to say it. Discord. Are you used to Discord? Do you know how to work Discord? If you can send it on Discord, send it on Discord. But if it's easier on TT, send it on TT. But the call will be done on Discord. 7 p.m. at night. Yes, my night, which is your night. We spoke about you on the Zoom call, Susie. I thought I'd let your ego know. Evenings suit me better, actually, so that's great. Perfect. We did. Hey, Shelly. We spoke about Susie yesterday on the Zoom call. Nope, I will do TT. Discord is... Okay, I thought so. All right. All good. So send it to me on TT and we'll book a session. It was good things though, Susie. Listen, Lindas, I have to learn to say goodbye and fuck off. You know, say goodbye and just whoop, there I went. Here I am. I've said goodbye, I don't know, 1,000 billion times. Ryan, I trust and know you're doing amazing. You were in my mind 2 nights ago. Oh, you spoke about me. I hope only good things. I don't know. Did we speak good things? I don't know. We can only speak good things, Susie. Listen, Lindas. Josh, I'm ignoring you. Josh, I'm ignoring you on purpose. May you enjoy those cookies you made. Josh, enjoy those cookies you made. May they soak your intestines with ease and grace. May they give you that energetic feel that you seek. I will love you either way. I fucking love you. It was good thing, Susie. 5 minutes, they will be cool enough. Fuck off. Now I'm going. Go ahead, enjoy them, Josh. Did you see the envy in my eye, Josh? Did you see it? Did you see it? Right. Bye, Lindas. I love you. Josh, here's my love. Here's my light. Focus. I love you.